Welcome back. This is Lone Wolf, and we're playing Vintage Story 1.18.15 in the world that I created with that version. We're looking to move this to 119 as soon as it is ready and stable. And I've done lots of testing. I have a series on 119.4, release candidate 1, and I also have another series of me playing on 119.3 stable. So, done lots of things with 119. I felt that I needed to learn about it and find myself understanding it before we moved this world over. Because this is the world that I plan on just playing and playing and playing. And for the 119 testing, I've made other worlds for those. I have played this a little bit in 119.5 release candidate 1, and that seemed to be working just fine. There is rumor that 19.5 stable will be out sooner than later, and that's okay. There are some things that I want to do in 18 before I move to 19. One of the big changes to me in 19 is that there is no terra preta to be found in the world. You can have terra preta, but you have to actually manufacture it yourself. So that's been replaced with a soil called high fertility. Well, terra preta has nutrient of 80, and high fertility, while it's wonderful, has nutrient of 65. So it's not the same. Like I say, you can make terra preta. I haven't actually taken time and gone through that process, but definitely there. And it doesn't look complicated. The most complicated, and again, as I said, not complicated. The most complicated thing about it would be creating all the compost that you need. And there's nothing complicated about that. It just takes a long time to make the compost. And none of that's the end of the world. You just have to understand that up front so that you don't get frustrated about it. And there you go. Bob's your uncle, as some say. Yeah, I need to go get berries. We'll get that done. With this courtyard, I don't really need to close the door to the camp. Well, they can spawn in here, but anyways, I don't think it's a big deal if I leave the door open at this point. And I like that. I like it. So, I'm kind of on a let's do some things around the base to improve life there, make it a little bit nicer. It's been very neglected for a long time. And one of the things that I, as a vintage story player, is known for is that I am a highway builder, a road builder. And it just hasn't been important to me in this yet. There's just been so many things. I have just been having a ball with this world. And you've seen some of the things that I've spent a lot of time on that, finding iron, that might be considered a complete waste of time. Not that finding iron is a waste of time, but the amount of time that I spent trying and ultimately failing to find it, where the prospecting pick told me that, hey, there's high probability of iron here. And I think I can say that in the one chunk column that I have checked, don't think there's any iron in there. I have been ridiculously thorough in there. Not that it couldn't be hidden somewhere, but I even changed the prospecting pick search radius to its maximum value of 12, which means it searches long and far when I do a pro pick reading. And never anywhere in that did it show that there was iron, even though the density search gave a high reading for iron. Well, that doesn't mean it's going to be there. In this case, I honestly don't think that it is there. But one of the things that has come out of that is I have this place I call the Cavern of Misery. And it is, but what it's turned into is a place where I can always count on there being plenty of drifters, high-end drifters, and they have supplied me with a lot of temporal gears. Rusty gears and flax, of course, but, you know, the thing you can't get anywhere else, for the most part, are the temporal gears. You can get it through panning, you can buy them from traders, but really the way the game is intended for you to get temporal gears is through killing drifters. That's just how that is. Anyways, I think it might be nice to have a path going from the base out to the limestone desert where I have an excess of resources out there that over the course of playing on this world I will continue to go out to and collect from. So having a path there seems pretty logical. And I was thinking of putting one out to the livestock, but the reality is I just simply need to move the livestock and get them at my base. They just haven't been that important to me yet. It takes a long time for the livestock to breed and increase in their generations. And also to increase the population of cows, not bulls. Cows are born, or bulls are born more often. I don't know what the percentage, I haven't done a study of it. But simple observation, it's very clear, more bulls than cows are born. So it takes a long time to build up a nice population of cows. Now, once you have that, then you've got dairy, which is the thing that every player suffers from to begin with, is having no dairy nutrition. So if I can get and keep this full like the others, that'll increase my hit points. Room in here? Sure. And so that'll make me more durable. Boy, that iron shovel is disappearing. Gee, I wonder if there's any elsewhere. Look at all these tools I made. I love it. processed a lot of iron blooms at one point, and oh, I have one spear too many. No, I don't have one spear too many. Anyways, so as the result, I've got lots of nice things. Lots of nice tools. I made iron chain, which gives me iron chain armor, which has been a fantastic blessing to have. Beats the crud out of my leather that I was wearing. I do have gambeson, but I feel like gambeson produces an unbalanced level of side effects, negative consequences for the positives that it provides. I think it's a good looking armor. It certainly has served me well. I know players that's as good an armor as they ever make, and they are out playing and doing the same things that I am. I am not a gamer. I am not a great player. I love playing games, and I must say that one of the purposes that the Cave of Misery is serving to me is it's giving me a great opportunity to improve on my combat, which is, well, certainly was my weakest area when I started playing this game. I mean, surface drifters would just kill me all the time. Everything would kill me. If I saw one nightmare drifter, if I was in steel plate, yes, I'm not kidding, if I was in steel plate, I might try to combat it. But if there were two, nope, I was out of there. Combat is not my strength, but I have worked on it, and boy, I've gotten a lot better at it. I have lots more room to improve, I believe, but I am proud of the progress that I've made. I have so many caves to explore. Not even funny. So in versions before 1.18, I could take my path slabs and I could convert them to full blocks. And so I made all slabs, but I do need full blocks too. And so when I tried to do that, I no longer had dirt to make the full blocks with. So that's why we've been out collecting dirt. Because I needed some full blocks. I think that's how many I need to make this full. Look at that. I did math in my head and I got it right. Don't do math well in my head. All right. You know what? I want dirt with me because there's some elevation drops in the level of the dirt that I don't want. So I want some dirt to fill that in. And it's probably good to fill this in next to the farm, I don't know. Until I just, well, thing is I'm raising this and I don't want this raised. So not gonna do that. I very much typically like 2 doors, not 1. So I'll probably end up putting in a second door here. And then the placement of those full path blocks will make more sense. Now, I am very much a path slab is just fine with me guy, but there is a point to have full blocks too. Oh, that's right. No empty slots. Okay. Just as a personal preference on my part, I like to have dirt on both sides of my full block path stuff. So that's what I do. I've kind of developed a style over... Oh, no. Kind of developed a style that I don't always remember. But I try to follow my own style. I'll try to be consistent. But I am not always. Whoa. Gotta get that second door in there. So my idea is to run this out. That's not what I want you to be. Out to here. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you. And now I feel very comfortable dropping down to the slab. The paths make everything better. They give you increase of speed. If you're being chased by a bear, for instance, and the bear gets on the path with you, you get the speed boost. The bear does not. Living is good. Getting caught by a bear and mauled to death, not good. I love paths. I have built paths that are probably 6,000 blocks long before. Kid you not. What I don't like is ever having anything in my face. So this is the time when a tree would get trimmed up, just like it did. Somehow building this path is just making me happy inside. I don't like rising and dropping for no particularly good reason. I will terraform and not do that. Hey, stop it. Stop it, Wolf. Stop it off. Okay, let us continue. I make no hesitation taking trees out of the way, but I do try to get seeds from them. I'm not trying to reduce the number of trees I have, but if it's in the way, it's in the way. And I always try to get all the seeds from a tree that I can as I'm tearing it down, chopping it down. Oh, we did get an oak. We did get an oak seed. Look at that. I actually believed I hadn't. Not only do I not like things in my face, I don't like anything close to my face. Real life or otherwise. Back in the day, I was a really tall person, but by today's standards, I'm not so much a tall person. But I am 6'3". And while that's not, something outrageous today, it's still pretty tall. So I'm just trying to get the dirt to kind of be in one place. All right. Let us continue. This, for me, is fun. I like doing this. very much like doing this. I really should corral the pigs, but don't want to right now. And it might come back and bite me in the butt for not doing it when I had the chance. But I'll be okay either way. The things that the pigs give you over the cows or the sheep is they give you more fat, typically. That's what makes them different and or better than the other livestock. They also don't hurt you as much as the bulls do, or the cows, or the sheep. The cows and the sheep are made from the sheep are in vanilla and made by the dev team. The cows are from a mod and not part of vanilla. They were actually created from the sheep in vanilla. So their behavior, most attributes they share in common. So I don't want to be covering up the clay. But I mean, look at this. We already have quite a bit of path laid down, and boy, that's nice. Let's make some more. Well, that's weird. That's got 63 blocks. I think I can hear the windmill rotating, the creaking of the wood. Pretty sure that's from the windmill. Oh, I know why that has 63 blocks. Because I used one from this one. And so it took this one to 64. And the other one to 63. Well, let's get ourselves fed. The charred bread just has such a nice shelf life. It's, you know, it's not what I choose, but, you know, I did it. If you're going on, I don't know, I mean, if you're going on a really long trip, not to be really long, I guess it would make sense to make the charred bread so that it just stays there ready for you when you need it. Yay! Doesn't that look better? I think I'm going to bring another stack of dirt with me. I don't remember why, but I remember thinking I probably want some more dirt. But I don't know. And all of this grass next to my path absolutely will all go. Drives me nuts. Alright, we're going to call this the episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've had fun playing it. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, I'd appreciate that. You like a video, maybe you click on that like button. Nevertheless, come watch the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.